Hey everyone, MTash here, and I wish I would have found out about this sooner, and I wish I could have told you this sooner because I'm sure a lot of people have used resin on Echo of an Offering. Now, if you're a low ping player, 20, 30, 40 ping, this shouldn't be an issue, but if you're a high ping player, Echo of an Offering isn't proccing with the percentages that it says. It is actually proccing much less than that. And in some cases, it's like 20% less than it should be. To explain what's going on, there is some sort of delay between this effect proccing and then applying the damage. It's like the server can't keep up with how quickly you're attacking, how quickly it registers, oh, we missed, and then proccing the damage on your actual attack. And so what ends up happening, long story short, is instead of this proccing on average like 50% of the time, I think mathematically the average is like 50% of the time, because sometimes it's going to proc on the first hit, sometimes on the second, sometimes on the third, right? But the math says that on average, it'll proc about 50% of the time. And if you have really bad ping, it's proccing 35% of the time. Or even 30% of the time if it's really, really bad. And that's a problem. It doesn't give you the damage bonus like it's supposed to, and it pushes it to the next hit. It just doesn't give you the procs when it's supposed to. I can't test this because I only have one sort of ping, but people on the Ayato mains subreddit did a bunch of tests on the Echo of Offering, and they said if your ping is high, you got problems. You got big problems. Now, the thing is if you're low ping, this is still a really good set. And if you already have a really good set, better than maybe a Heart of Depth set, it's still a good artifact set. It's not terrible. But for me, I ain't touching this thing with a 10-foot pole. I am completely ignoring this thing. You couldn't pay me to farm it. I personally have been farming this domain instead because I understand that Heart of Depth might not be the best. It's not God tier or anything. This is actually... mathematically, people are saying that this is like the third best in slot, and then Gladiator's second, and maybe even easier to farm if you use the strong box, and then Echo of Offering is first. But if you have the bug, like I've got 80 ping a lot of the time, 72 ping right now, so I don't know how much it's going to proc for me. I don't know how many times it's going to bug out and not give me the damage, but for me, I'm just going with a Hydro set because I know what I'm signing myself up for. I get Hydro damage, it works with my burst, I get this, and it works with my my E ability, and I'm just going to get the best set I possibly can. Because I also do want a Blizzard set, and I've already started to farm a Blizzard set, and I've got some really good pieces already started for the Blizzard set, and I'm going to go ham on both of those. But I can't bring myself to farm artifacts that pretty much only work for Shao, and an artifact set that might not even work optimally on my ping. And maybe I'm blowing this out of proportion, but I know that some people have worse ping than me. 112, 120, 150. Some people have 200, depending on the servers they're playing on. And so getting the Echo of Offering set is a big risk for players like that, and I would not recommend it at this time unless they do something. I don't know how they'd fix it. Now, if you're wondering what this bug is, it's essentially the same thing as this. Now, if I go into this, and I do this dashing thing, it's like a animation cancel, and it's not consistent. It doesn't work all the time. I've shown that to people before. It's like a little animation cancel that you can do. It can actually boost up your damage. And the same thing goes with Ganyu. Let me just swap to Ganyu really quickly. If you do the Ganyu bow animation cancel, let me explain what's going on right now. If I'm on Ganyu, and I hold down the mouse, and I shoot, and then I go hold it down again, and I shoot, that is how fast you can charge it up. However, if I hold this down, right, and I let go, and I press R right away, it automatically puts you back into it. Did you see that little animation cancel? I'll see if I can do it again. So go like that. And we're into another one. The issue is depending on your ping, and even on my ping, that is not consistent. Sometimes it doesn't work. When it does work, it can save you, half a second doing your charge shot because of how quickly it brings up the bow and charges the next shot. But I just did the exact same thing. I pressed it at the exact same time, and that time it didn't work. That time it did. The same thing is going on, essentially, with his set. Depending on if the server wants to accept your input, you will either get stacks and get the bonus damage for Ayato and using his new set, artifacts, or it will just miss it. You'll do the exact same thing. You'll hit, but it just won't proc, and it's kind of random. And the worse your ping is, the more often that's going to happen. But even if it happens 10% of the time, that's a little bit scary to me. That could mess you up pretty bad. So, I mean, I don't think this is the death of Ayato. But I mean, I'm not touching this domain. And I don't know how you feel. I have nothing else to say. That's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.